Hi guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Moor, South Yorkshire Forest, and I'm here today for a bit of testing really. The latest Lexar CFexpress car has been sent out, kindly by Lexar, and something that I can't really test on the football job, so what better way to test it than a bit of rallying. I've missed out on years and years of rallying. I've not been on the circuit for ages, and so it's great to be back, getting wet and muddy. But more about the Lexar card in a minute. But yeah, this is the Riponian stages, and it's the first round of the British Historic Rally Championship. And say it's great to be back in it, and the smell of the fumes and the popping and banging, and got some great images so far. I'll pop a few up in a minute, and yeah, we'll go through the specs on the Lexar card in a minute. I'm shooting at H+, I'm in electronics, I'm at 30 frames per second. I've already done a bit of video as well, just to test the car for video, and no buffering so far, and it's absolutely fantastic on the 30 frames per second on the R3, and yeah, so far so good. It's the first time for me listening to these new WRC cars off the start line, and they sit there revving on the limiter, and bloody impressive. What a sound. Here he comes. Well, I've had to resort to the iPhone. Batteries are struggling on the 1DX for vlogging, so I've given up with that. Done plenty of video on this card, and hopefully it's piecing together all right. But I think there's one or two more cars to come in the modern section, if you like, the modern category. We've had all the historics through, as you've seen with the images, and then there'll be a break. They'll go off. They're obviously travelling round South Yorkshire. I think there's 2 more stages, and then back here, 6 stages total, I think. I'm out of the loop on this rallying game, and I've been chatting to a couple of good mates, Kevin Malk, and trying to catch up on what's going on and which championship this is part of and all that. But anyway, yeah, I think there's 1 or 2 more cars to come, but I'll pop a few more images up now, and we'll get prepped up for the next stage through here in about 3 hours time, I think. So a bit of downtime now. Right, a little bit about the Lexar CFexpress car that I've been sent out. And I must say, massive thanks to Lexar for sending me it out. But as goes reviewing it, it's built really well. Gone are the days of the plastic cards. Yeah, it's nice light aluminium. And I must say, one thing that I do like when I'm at football, especially through winter, and you take it out the camera, it's just a little bit warm. And it's just nice to feel the warmth when you're putting it out, taking it out the camera and putting it in the memory card reader. But yeah, I've always used Lexar, but right back from my SD card days and my compact flash days. And this is the 512 gig. It's the speed or Vitesse version, the Lexar Professional CFexpress card. It's 8K RAW, and I've been doing 4K RAW video this morning. There's been absolutely no buffering whatsoever. I've had the R3 set to the electronic shutter, 30 frames per second in H+, and there's been no buffering at all. When I hit playback on the back of the R3, there's no buffering. You can spin the scroll wheel on the back of the camera and it plays through with no buffering whatsoever. So really impressed with that. And I say the video, I've only played it on, you'll have seen some of the video by now, but there's no buffering at all. It's nice and sharp. Now it's 1750 megabytes read and 1500 megabytes write. So really fast card. And it's obviously the Type B Gold series. And yeah, I'm definitely going to grab a few more of these because I'm getting the R5 soon, so I'm going to have 2 mirrorless for my football and for my sport. So I'm going to need a minimum of 4 cards when I'm swapping in and out the card reader and bits and bobs. So yeah, thanks again to Lexar for sending it. So far this morning, it's had a full test on 4K video and H+ 30 frames per second electronic, no buffering at all. Really impressed with it. And like I said just now, when I've took it out the R3 or when I had the R5 on demo, and it's been hammered with like 80 or 90 frames in the space of 2 or 3 minutes, it's warm to touch, but doesn't affect the download or the upload or the read or write at all. So yeah, so that's the Lexar Professional Type B CFexpress 512 gigabyte card. Highly recommend it, guys. Right, well, it's stopped raining now, thank goodness. Cars are due through this stage again in about another 20 minutes. So I'm going to go and join the guys again, get set up, and we'll try and capture some more action. So I thought I'd have a go with the remote cam as well. Perched by this tree on this nice corner. We're going to be stood just over there where the guys are. Going to be a lovely water splash if the cars do cut the corner. Yeah, so similar setup remote-wise. I've got the Pocket Wizards, as you can see, linked up. Now what I do is I used to put my Pocket Wizard on the hot shoe, but a ball snapped it off once or twice, so I now Velcro it to the side of the tripod. just keeps it out of the way. Obviously, if a rally car's going to hit this, it's going to wipe the lot out. But when I'm at football, if the ball just zims over or knocks the camera over, it's not going to smash the foot off the Pocket Wizard. But yeah, so it's obviously in manual focus now because it doesn't fire when it's in autofocus, but I put it into autofocus and I focused. These guys are in the way at the minute, but I think that I focused just to the side of where their feet are, where I think the cars are going to be. So I focused on that, autofocus, popped it back into manual, and then I'm at about thousandth of a second shutter speed, something like that. It should probably, because I'm not going to be panning, obviously, I need it to be nice and fast. When I've been panning with the 70 to 200, I've been on about 250 or something like that, just to get a bit of blur in the wheels. But yeah, so we're at thousandth of a second, about 5.6, f5.6, just for a bit of depth, so that the majority of the car's nice and sharp. And yeah, we'll see how we get on. Sorry guys, what I failed to mention was, for those of you that aren't aware of the Pocket Wizards, obviously this is my trigger on the camera that I'm going to be using just over there, out the way in safety. And then you've linked them both up. The trigger is obviously in the hot shoe on the F3, and then we've wired up the receiver onto the remote, and then as soon as I press the trigger, let's press it now, fires the remote and hopefully captures one or two nice frames. Job's a good one. Yeah, that was really strange. Roger isn't doing. We're getting some lovely action through this water splash now. I put the R3 down, picked up the iPhone, but I've been doing a lot of video and some stills on the R3, which I'll put up in a minute. No doubt you've seen a few of them, but I'll just put it down now because the battery's going down a bit on the R3, so I'm just going to enjoy it for a bit. I'll pop a few more images up. I've just been to retrieve the remote and it's ready for a clean. Well, job's a good one. That's the last of the cars through, and I even had to go at a bit of panning. Got a bit arty-farty. It's always good to try something different, and you'll have seen them images now, but yeah, one or two of them worked out all right. But yeah, just talking back about the Lexar card, really impressed with it, and I shall definitely be buying 3 if not 4 more for when I get the R5 and that. So yeah, never buffered once, up to speed, 4K video as you've seen, and yeah, really impressed with it. So highly recommend the Lexar professional range of CFexpress cars. But anyway, the sun's shining now, as you can see. Flipping typical, isn't it? Now we're all soaked, but just making our way back to the car. Hope you enjoyed that, guys. Something a bit different, and really enjoyed being back on the rally scene. Had a good bit of banter today, so job's a good one. Leave any comments below, guys, and if you can remember to give the video a like, that'd be much appreciated. Really does help the channel. And until next week, thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Catch up soon.